Hello. So I apologize for my appearance. I just did MFR on the floor for like an hour. My body is angry with me for whatever reason. My hips, my sciatic, I'm just kind of a mess. I didn't work out yesterday. You know how sometimes your body's just like, stop it? Yeah, that's my body. So, I told myself at the beginning of summer that I was going to be better about cooking with a recipe. I'm not a recipe cooker. Maybe you know that already. So, I have this incredible cookbook. I'll show it to you here in a second. And it is created by the chick who did the portion control program, Autumn. So these are the pancakes that I'm making today. I've made them every week for the past couple weeks. This last weekend I did the protein pancakes, and it's a lot of protein. I like these because I can have 2 pancakes per serving, and then if I use the little blueberry jam, it tells me exactly how many containers it is, and I like that. So I thought I would share with you today what I am doing. My summer resolution, see, I'm not a good baker because I don't like to measure, and then I get too much of something, and then who knows what happens. Anyway, my summer resolution was to start cooking more, baking more, because I love to cook. I love it. But I'm not huge on this whole measuring thing. Yes, I'm cooking in my underwear. It's my house, it's my party. I'll cook in my underwear if I want to. So, if you come to my house anytime in the summer months when it's warm out, I'm probably not wearing pants. That's just something that maybe you didn't want to know about me. Just is what it is. I have just learned to own my weird little quirks. So anyway, I'm putting some all-purpose gluten-free flour, baking powder, and sea salt in a bowl. And then I'm gonna throw in some almond milk, an egg, and maple syrup. This calls for 1.5 cups of unsweetened almond milk. I use the vanilla. Last time I started with a cup because it seemed like a lot, and then I just added a little more, but it didn't use the whole, I didn't use the whole cup and a half. Maple syrup, 1 tablespoon. I paid almost $20 for this stupid thing of syrup from Kroger. Because if you actually look at what is in syrup, my mom's like, why didn't you buy Aunt Jemima? That's not syrup. That's like high fructose corn sugar syrup and a bunch of crap that you should never eat. That is not syrup. I'm gonna melt my butter here. Yeah, that's not syrup. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my underwear out of my video, but you know, it's basically like I'm in a bathing suit, so just deal with it. Okay, so I know it says use pure vanilla extract, but that shit's like 30 bucks. Sorry, not doing it. So, 5 tablespoons of grass-fed butter. All right, so I gotta put my egg in there. So combine almond milk, egg, syrup, butter, and extract in a medium bowl. Whisk to blend. Oh, shit. Shoot, sorry. So, I get 2 of these pancakes per, which is like 1 serving of my yellow container. And I get 4 yellow containers every day. because I eat anywhere from 1,800 to 2,200 calories a day, which is awesome. So I could technically eat pancakes like 4 times a day. I would never do that, but I could. I need to run my dishwasher. All of my forks are dirty, so I'm whisking with a spoon. I'm telling you what, you guys, I've been in menopause for like 6 months now, and I feel like it's finally starting to affect me. Like, I'm exhausted, I'm nuts, I like legit cannot remember anything. You know, it just is what it is. Okay, so I got my butter and all my stuff whisked in there. So I need to start my skillet. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I am going to add my mixtures together. I always like to do a little sprinkle of nutmeg and a little sprinkle of cinnamon in my dry mix. You can add seasonings that you like. Okay, so I'm going to add my flour mixture to my almond milk mixture. And I'm going to stir it up. And it's going to make a batter. I have my skillet on. I just coated it with a very light layer of EVOO spray. I just buy the Kroger brand. You guys, if you look at the ingredients in Kroger brand compared to a lot of national brands, there are a lot fewer ingredients. And if you don't know what an ingredient is, and it's in your cheese or your olive oil or something you eat a lot of, don't research it while you're in the store. We all have a phone. We all have access to Google. Utilize your resources, just like the maple syrup. If I wouldn't have started researching, like, holy crap, Aunt Jemima, it tastes good, but that ain't real food. And we have to start putting real food into our bodies. Because then we teach better habits to our kids. We teach them to be aware of the things that they're putting in their bodies. You know, if you think about all of the pesticides that are sprayed on our farms, if you would research wheat, like, you probably would never eat it. And it's in a lot of things that we consume. So you really have to be aware of the things that you're eating, especially things like, you know, honey. Honey should just be honey. Like, bees do all the work. We don't need any extra additives in our honey. So if something says it's honey, but it has like 3 things in it, don't buy it. You don't need it. And if something says sugar-free, don't buy that either. Because when you take something out of a food, they put sugar in it, or something that turns to sugar, because it has to have a shelf life. Just don't do it. Eat clean, whole fruits and vegetables. I know that's not realistic all the time, but you can make vast improvements a lot easier than you think. Okay, so I have my 1/4 cup measuring thing, and I'm gonna put a 1/4 cup of batter in my skillet. I've been making these in a square pan, so they come out in like the weirdest shapes. They're definitely not a pancake, they're like a pan triangle. So, the skillet is a little, sorry, I'm trying to keep my underwear out of my video, is a little wonky, so I have to like hold it up so they don't mix. I have my little plate over here too, so when they're done, I can just throw them on a plate. The cool thing about this, you guys, to heat them up, because I'm gonna make all this batter now, to heat them up, you just throw them in the toaster. Easy cheesy. Most workplaces have a toaster, so you could take these pre-cooked to work, and then you can just pop them in the toaster when you're ready. Okay, so I'm gonna cook these up, and I will hop back to show you what they look like. So I have come to learn that it's all about the skillet. I have done the last few rounds of these pancakes in a copper pan, and no bueno. So these I did in just on my little skillet thing here, and they are perfect. Look at all of those pancakes. So good. Okay, so I want to talk to you a little bit about this stuff. This is the jam that I made that goes along with this recipe. You can have a tablespoon of this and it doesn't count. Like, you would have to have 6 tablespoons before it actually counted as a serving of fruit. So I love peanut butter on my pancakes, and I love this berry jam. And you can do this, this is blueberry, but you can do this with any frozen fruit. Peach, even pineapple would probably be kind of funky and delicious. Strawberry, I actually have strawberries in the freezer I'm gonna try with this, but you just take a cup of frozen blueberries and put it on in a saucepan on medium heat, and cook it for 12 to 15 minutes, stirring it obviously, and it comes out as a jam. So what I also learned is that it will stain your pancakes, but that's okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a pancake with my blueberry jam, and I'm also gonna do one with peanut butter. And then obviously they both get syrup. So, you know, I love my Aunt Susie's jam. It's like thebomb.com, but this is super tasty and delicious, and it doesn't have all the extra sugar. You could put a little stevia in it, especially if you have tart blueberries. But I'm gonna put just a teaspoon of peanut butter on one of these bad boys. I've got not quite a tablespoon of jam on this other one. So you can see what I got going on here. So I will scoop this little guy over here. Put syrup on there. My $18 syrup. Yeah, that's a teaspoon, right? Why not? Okay, and I'm out of forks, so I need to run my dishwasher. But let's see how these bad boys turned out. Moment of truth. Oh my God. I swear I get better at it every time. So good. Ooh, and the jam with the peanut butter is like super tasty. The jam like stains your pancakes. Oh my gosh, you guys, so good. Anyway, I gotta go change my shirt now that I have baking soda all over it. I don't wear this yesterday, so I should probably be clean. Try these. Have a great day.